Alright, so about 4 years ago, I got my first Skyline, and then I crashed it into a fucking high-ass van in the middle of Sydney. It's fucked up shit. Anyway, I kept that Skyline, and then I fucking rebuilt it. And then I had to rebuild the front of the motor, all the timing that got smashed, the water pump got smashed, all the all that gear, you know, rebuild it. 2 weeks later, fucking crashed it again, in a tree. Nah, not in a tree, in the mountain, down the fucking corner. This fucking S13 Silvia's coming another way up the mountain. I'm going down the mountain. I'm cutting the fucking lane in, trying to take the corner, cutting it in the wrong lane. He's on the opposite lane, trying to hang a wide, come around the corner, and what do you know, we're both in the wrong lane, come back facing each other. I was like, do I smash this nice S13, or do I sacrifice the already smashed Skyline into this guard railing, and then I just rode it around. Anyway, I got another shell, I put the motor in that, and then I just lost all motivation. I got on the drugs and shit, and then, you know, I thought I'd be nice, and I started like, basically just gave all my Skyline parts away for free, because I'm like, these people will put better use to it. I'm just a cooked cunt on drugs, and I sold the fucking other Skyline. I gave them money and my Skyline and a motorbike for another motorbike, which I ended up being able to sell that motorbike for like $1.5 grand, and I never even got the money anyway. So really, I just gave away this white GTST with all the running gear from the smashed one, that all I had to do was fucking put the gearbox in. We had a brand new clutch and everything. I gave it away for free, and then I gave away all the parts of the smashed 33 for free, because I thought I was being nice and they would do something useful with the parts. Did you know what they did? They just sold all the parts and bought drugs themselves, and then they pulled the whole car apart into parts and parted it out. So, what we're left with is the shambles of my late teenage years, and my first Skyline I had for like 2 weeks. Oh yeah, and after I crashed it the second time, I fixed it again. Drove it around for a month, 2 months. Highway patrol defected me because the rope was tied down. The bonnet was tied down with ropes. Oh well, I did get some driving out of it, and to top things off, I couldn't even afford the car. I got a fucking bank loan to buy it, $6.5 grand bank loan, and I thought to myself, it's smart, because by the time in 4 years, by the time I pay up the bank loan, those cars will be worth what I have to pay back for the bank loan. I was smart, I was actually right. Nowadays those cars, they're about 10 grand, 11 grand for, it was an NA R33, because I was on my P's. That's what the people were putting them up for 12, 13. And I was right, it would have been worth that, but I smashed it. I had to pay the insurance for this van, I had to pay all shit for my Skyline, that's up to $6.5 grand. I had to pay the bank loan. By the time I paid off for 3 years, I paid 10 grand, 11 grand. And I'll show you what we're left with. So this is what we're starting with. She's in shambles. Oh, at least we got the seat belts. Dad tried to lift it up with a rope. I swear he bent this boot latch, so we're gonna have to fix that. I took the fuel pump out and gave it away for free. There's really nothing left of it. The boot doesn't really exist anymore. It all starts from here, huh? It's no door because it's on the white 33 that's blue still. Got some Honda Civic headlights and a smashed front end. At least we got a windscreen and a rear windscreen. Let's jack it up and see what we've got. We've got this door down here from that blue Skyline to put on the drift fucking Skyline. They're all drift Skylines, but like this one's gonna like be able to maybe get crashed in a wall, let's say, not on purpose, but like if it happened, I can't like be too upset about it because it's already like smashed heaps of times. But yeah, so we're still gonna try and make it look nice, but it's just like that line of like, do I want to do graffiti on it and make it like sick, or try and make it look like a normal car? I don't think we're gonna go full graffiti on it yet. That's gonna be when it like, not when, like hopefully it doesn't happen, but if it gets into a little collision or something of the sort. So anyway, start some work, do some stuff. Get the light off. Might make painting things a bit easier. Okay, so we have these wiring stuff on the door. We'll leave some of it on here, but this is a window switch, which is what we need for the white Skyline, so we can actually use the windows. So we'll take this off, and let's hope that the silver door has a wire in them for it, which it should. So we've got a seedy, crusty door. We're gonna try and sand something a little bit, just a bit, so it looks better and it doesn't have this stupid writing on it. It's just like not on. Anyway, let's get to business. We've got this door sanded heaps, but it's like whatever they painted with is really tough. But I've got an idea of something that might like do some damage to the paint work that they've done here. Doesn't hurt to give it a go. So we've got a heat gun, and we're going to see if we can melt some of the paint off and scrape it. Alright, we are burning the paint. We're cooking it. Let's see if it scrapes. We have our cooked paint. It scrapes. I don't know how effective it is. Try it for another 30 seconds. Oh, the panel just popped. I swear that gun melted out from how hot I had it. Whoa, it's crispy. Cook the paint right off it. We'll try a little bit more heat gun on the corners and see what it does if it lifts them up. I thought I said I was going to sand it a little bit. Anyway, this is taking too long. The paint strippers. Let's just try this. Let's not gloop. The gloop. It's doing its thing. I think I know what's faster. Alright, so we've got fucking heaps of the paint off. And now we've just got this massive mess. But anyway, try cleaning it up. Get the sander back on it. Now that this is like, the blue's all been attacked, like when the fucking sander does go on out, it's easier to like take the blue off because it's not just sanding the surface, it's getting at the edges. So since it's working at the edges, it all just starts coming off real quick. And it's also been tainted by the lovely paint stripper, so now it's all soft.
been scraping this for hours. It's finally getting somewhere. I knew I should have just done a light sand. Alright, we've got the door taped up. We got it like pretty much ready to go. It's a drift car, so we're not like doing a fucking real good job of it. We're using a fucking Montana white graffiti paint to paint it. It's not even going to look close anyway, at least. But I have noticed if you paint it with this blue paint, it starts bubbling and it goes all weird and like re-wets and activates the blue paint, so we have to get it off. I don't know what it is, but whatever they use, whoever paint, if you are watching this, whoever built this weird blue skyline, I hate you. Anyway, let's get to business. Let's see how our door matches up in colour. Nice. Nice. Alright, our door isn't even going to look close. It's like white mirror chrome. We're going to try a different chrome. Alright, so we've obtained some cans of paint. Gonna try and do some artwork on a very bad bonnet. See what happens. Some yellow, some blue. We got some red on this Picasso. Has some green on here. Alright, we've got some weird door looking door. This is what you wanted, isn't it? I hope so. I hope this is what you wanted. I just spent all that time, hours and hours, just to do this to it. Gangsta.